Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Now, this will be a very short video, and I just want to make a comment about what I see is going to happen in the Democrat Party. Now, despite what CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, all those guys, New York Times, Time Magazine, Washington Post, and BuzzFeed, and all those people say, okay, we have no animosity toward Democrats. Neither Trump nor Republicans, and neither myself, we have nothing at all against Democrats. We are concerned about your behavior and your attitude toward us, but all we ask is that you work with us and stop biting us like you do. Basically, that's all we're asking. Just stop with the, anti-Trump brigade and your mob rule and everything else, and all the hypocrisy, and just, hey, come on. We're all Americans. We're all together in the same boat. Let's work together. And that's our message to Democrats. But so even though I'm voting for Trump, and I believe in his reelection, I believe he will get reelected. What I'm going to say is toward the Democrats, and I know I have no ill will toward them at all. I feel for you guys, I really do, and I see something you guys may not be able to see, or you may feel it. Okay. But I believe you guys will end up losing come this election. And I'm not talking about the votes for Trump. I'm talking about what's happening in the Democrat Party itself. Okay, they just had the Iowa caucuses. Now, with election day months away, I could pretty much guess that, and I may be wrong, but I'm guessing that the Iowa caucuses determine who will be the nominee, who will be nominated as the Democrat presidential candidate to compete against Trump, right? Okay, so whoever is nominated, whoever ends up winning the nomination and is on the ballot for November, there are many Democrats who will be unhappy, no matter who it is. No matter who it is. No matter who wins, there will be many, many Democrats and liberals who will be very upset, whoever it is. So if it's on the far left end with Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and those supporters who are far left, socialists, there will be some moderates who will be very worried, very scared, and very upset because their candidate will have not won, and it would be a choice between the far left or Trump. And to Biden supporters and so forth, the more moderates, they will be very scared of a socialist overtaking of our country, and seeing the middle class being taxed and so forth. Now, my guess is they may sit out the election because they say, hell, I ain't voting for Bernie. I'm the one who wanted to vote for Biden. So I wanted to vote for Biden, and if Biden is not on there, I'm definitely not voting for someone who I wasn't supporting. So will I be sitting out the election? Probably not, because they're worried about what a Bernie or Warren presidency would mean for the country. They may end up voting for Trump to stop them. Okay? Because the moderates, the Biden supporters, might, because they support the moderate, okay, and they will not vote for the progressive. They will not vote for Bernie. Okay. So, they may end up voting for Trump to stop the socialists. Okay. I seriously doubt they'll sit out the election and say, because if they sit out the election, they might end up giving Trump a fair win anyway, because there won't be enough Democrat votes for the socialists, for the Bernie to win. Because there's a certain number of people voting for Bernie and Elizabeth Warren, and that end of it. Okay, then you have this big crux of Democrats who are more moderate, who are voting for Biden. Okay, so you remove them from the equation, so you won't have enough people to vote for Bernie, and Trump may end up winning in that regard. Or they might jump ship altogether and vote for Trump to prevent the socialist takeover. Okay. Now let's work on the other side. Let's say Biden is the nominee, right? So all the Bernie supporters who are outraged, they will end up being outraged. If Biden wins, if a moderate like Biden wins, okay, the socialists and the Bernie supporters and the progressives, they will be so upset, and they may end up sitting out the election saying, this is not, I don't support the man, this, that, and the other. And they may sit out the election, or they may jump ship and vote for Trump. But I seriously don't think they will, because the moderates and Trump are almost neck and neck. Okay? See, the moderates, and Trump is a moderate despite what liberal news will tell you. Okay? Liberal news and the mainstream media will paint Trump out to be far right. Okay. So what the far left may end up doing, is, I don't know. I don't think the far left will vote for Trump. I seriously doubt that. The moderates might vote for Trump if Bernie wins. But if Biden wins, the Bernie supporters, I think they may end up sitting out the election, because I can't see them jumping ship and voting for Trump. And I don't see them voting for Biden either. Or maybe they end up voting for Biden, just to make sure that Trump doesn't win. So whatever happens, this will be a very interesting thing to see what will happen. So whoever wins the nomination, whether it's Biden or the likes of Biden, the moderates like Biden, or the socialists and the progressives like Bernie Sanders, what we will see in the Democrat Party for the rest of the Democrat voters, whoever they may be, whoever they support, it will be very interesting to see what may end up happening. So, again, I'm not a political analyst like Greg Gutfeld, Jesse Waters, Judge Jeanine, Rush Limbaugh, Mark Levin, and Howard Kurtz. Fox News, and Hannity and Carson Tucker. Um, I'm not a political analyst. Okay. And sometimes when I hear these guys, I'm like in complete awe. It's like, holy crap, you guys are brilliant. I mean, you really got a real nut on this thing. I can't think of the word, but they really got a handle of it. And they articulate themselves so well. Whether it be Tucker Carlson, Hannity, Judge Jeanine, Greg Gutfeld, Jesse Waters, Mark Levin, whoever it is, all these political analysts, they are so on the money. And I tell you, they're articulate. They explain it in a way that everybody can understand. It's just amazing to listen to these guys. So again, I'm not a political analyst. I'm just basing it on my opinion and beliefs. Okay, because I'm a never-ending student of sociology and psychology. You know, I'm always studying behavior, whether it's behavior of the individual, that's psychology, or behavior of the group, which is sociology. And like I've often said, both sociology and psychology play off each other because the behavior of the group can influence the influence of the individual. And the behavior of the individual can influence the behavior of the group. So they play off each other, psychology and sociology. So thinking along sociological terms, okay, because now we're talking about group, okay. We're talking about the behavior of the group and the thinking of the group. Okay, the group in the group. I can't think of the word. I hate being 57 sometimes. The thinking of the group, or the mindset of the group, will be split. Okay. Bernie wins. Moderates will be upset. Moderates may end up either sitting out the election in November or jump ship and vote for Trump to make sure that the socialists don't take over the country. Now, if Biden wins, then the socialists may end up voting for Biden to assure that Trump doesn't win. Okay, so this is what I foresee may end up happening once a winner is asserted. Whether it's the Biden side, which is the moderates, or the Bernie side, which is the far left. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Forgive me, it's a Monday morning, I'm not awake yet. It will be very interesting to see who wins and who will end up losing. Because there will be a winner and a loser here. And one thing I've learned from 3.5 years ago, Democrats can be very sore losers. Very sore losers. Republicans are not sore losers. Republicans lose. They say, okay, we lost. Well, we'll just do better in the future. Or, well, we lost. Let's hope things go well. But Democrats are sore losers. No, it was robbed against us. We were robbed. We will fight this president tooth and nail. We want him impeached before he was even sworn in and before he did anything impeachable. Okay. So, that's one thing I learned about the Democrat Party these days. That was not always the case. I used to be a Democrat But just like Reagan said, I did not leave the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party left me. And that's basically what happened to me. I did not leave the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party left me. Okay. When they started moving further left, that's when I said, that's not my party anymore. I don't recognize it anymore. Just like I don't recognize this country anymore. So, Trump and everybody on that side is remnant of the United States that I remember. The United States I grew up with, the United States I know. And the way things used to work. And I hope that it will continue to work. And that is my feeling on it. So, to sum up, whoever wins the nomination, there will be people who will be upset, and we're going to see something very, very interesting. So, if Biden wins, the Socialists may end up voting for Biden to keep Trump out of the office or out of a re-election. And if Bernie wins, or the Socialist side wins, the moderates who support Biden may end up voting for Trump to make sure that the middle class doesn't get taxed. So, let's see what happens. This will be very, very interesting. So, we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. All we can do is see what happens and just hope for the best. So that's my little political analysis, even though I'm not a political analyst. It's simply my, basically my feeling, my thinking, my impression, and my belief. So whatever happens, happens. And who knows? There may end up being consequences. I really don't want to use the word consequences. I think that's the wrong word. Results. I'm not sure results is the right word either. But in trying to articulate my thoughts here, it will be very interesting to see what this voting of the nominee does to the Democratic voters. I think that's the most accurate way to articulate what I want to say. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you guys all later. Take care. See you soon.